Hi all, Maureen here. It's been brought to my attention that some of you couldn't view that last video, and I apologize for that. I don't know why that happened. All the permissions were set to public. So we're going to try again, and I'm going to post this one to YouTube because everybody can access YouTube. Also, along with that, though, I have to do this without actually entering real data because YouTube will flag it and remove it if it has any semblance of actual identifiable information for any individual or location. So I have to go very, very generic to put this out on the open internet and not on the company network. So as you can see from this screen, I've already clicked on a document and said, yes, take me to the new editor. This is what the new editor looks like when you first open it. From this space, we have several things that we can do. And those things include adding parties or working within parties. So I could go ahead and add another party here. I have selling agent in there. I can say add a new party. I'm going to enter a buyer. So buyer 1, no name, at no email, .com. So these are fictitious. I could also go ahead and add other parties like my lender or the listing agent or the seller's name if I do have it. I could enter it from this space. Now I alternatively could also pull things in from my zipForm contacts. So if I have worked with this buyer before and I have saved them as a contact, I could pull them from my zipForm contact address book. Also, if I link my Google account, I could pull that information in from my contacts within Google. So next section down here is forms. This is where we started. This is kind of how we got here, right? I clicked on the cover sheet and said, hey, take me into the new editor so I can fill this out. And this is where we land with just the form that I clicked on to add to my workspace. So if I had other forms in this transaction, they would have populated down here under the grab from transaction. Since I don't have any, I'm going to go here to add. I'm going to go to my forms library and I'll just add a few random forms that I can fill out. If I were to be pulling something from my hard drive, say a lead paint and cellars that I have saved to my hard drive, I would click upload and I can pull those in, drag and drop, or pull the documents in from somewhere else by clicking on this button here below. If I want to add something that's from this grab from transaction, if I want to pull something in from another folder, I could simply click on this plus to the right to add it to my workspace, or I can click and hold and drag and drop from there. When I'm in the workspace section, I can reorganize my documents in the same way. I would click and hold on those 6 little dots, and then I would drag it to where I want it and drop it. That will enable me to scroll from top to bottom in the same order that they appear in the workplace list or workspace list. These documents have global fields. So when you fill something out in one and it has a matching field in another document, it will share over to that document as well, just like we're used to in the classic editor. Over on the next section down of these quick access, this quick access bar, I would see the listing info. I can pull listing info for this buyer from 2 different places. I could pull it from import listing. That's going to pull in the MLS data. I would have to have the MLS login from the MLS where it originates and a username and password from that MLS. or I can pull it in from the public record or tax records right here. All I would need is an address. I could pull in data from one or both places. Or I can enter this data myself just by entering it here, and it will filter through into all the places where I need data to enter in those master fields. If I wanted to kind of pre-fill out a little bit of the offer information, I could also add that here under offer info. Next section down is clauses. As a company, we don't have a whole lot of clauses, but if you do maintain your own library of clauses, you can access them here under clauses. I will show you how to use one real quick, and I will add a blank addendum. I can show you exactly how easy that is. So here I am in the addendum page. I just scrolled to the bottom, but I could have scrolled over here and clicked on addendum. When I click in the space where you normally would type, it'll say add clause. I can click on that and see, oh, I've got a few clauses in here. Let's go ahead and add this wall mount information, even though we do have an independent addendum for that now. It's just for argument's sake here. I went ahead and added that clause. So it just comes right in. All the information that is contained within your clause is there, and away you go. Now, if you want to maintain your own clauses, you click on that clauses and you click create clause. So if you have specific language that you or your lender likes to have on an addendum when you're doing certain kind of purchases, you can absolutely go in here, preset that language so you don't have to type it over and over and over again. Those will appear here under personal. Next one down is tools. If I wanted to add a text box in a place where there normally is not a text box, I can absolutely do that by clicking Tools, under Markup, go to Text Box, and I could enter some text here. And there it is. And I have some options when I'm in there. I can full with the font size to make it fit, full with the the font family, as well as bold it, italicize it, and give it a transparent background. So if it's not a transparent background, what does that mean? That means it's it'll cover whatever you're covering if it's a non-transparent background. So see what I mean there? How I'm doing that. This one just kind of goes over it. This one blacks out what's under it. All right, so we've got that information in there. I can probably remove that one. To remove it, I just hit the delete key. Highlight it, hit the delete key, and it's gone. So I entered this info here. I'll keep that there. And from here, what's next? I'm going to click save real quick just so all my changes have been saved. And I would prepare signing. That's going to take you over to DocuSign in the exact same format that you're used to seeing it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.